Didn't quite take 20 minutes, did it, Clinton? But it was quite a long time for when we finally did see a replay. Unfortunately, Arsenal fans, it was ruled offside.
Yeah, it was, Marino. He's like half a yard. I don't understand. Like, from where we are, it's difficult because we're not getting the angles, but the VAR would have had all the angles. And I don't understand how it's took them 3 minutes when it's meant to be better than in Europe than it is when we've got it over here. So, like,
half his body was offside.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's half a yard offside. But, yeah, it's disappointing. But Arsenal have to still be positive because they struggle from set pieces. They get in the first contact and they have good movement.
You played in an era before VAR, am I correct?
Yes,
yes.
Right.
I thought I'd just check that.
Yeah,
didn't cast any aspersions.
It was very much an era that didn't have VAR.
Okay, I was going gently with it. But how do you think something like that affects the players emotionally? Massive game, semi-final of the Champions League, and the crowd. You think you've equalised? Everyone's going banana. I guess it's built into their DNA these days that they have to wait.
Yeah,
but it's a blow, isn't it?
It is a blow. You're right. Unfortunately, you go and you celebrate and you're going mad. The fans are happy, and then you wait. We're checking, and when it goes for 1 minute, 2 minutes, you start worrying. Then that it's going to be disallowed, and then the away team PSG get excited because they think when they're checking for this long, there must be an offside. So yeah, it's disappointing, but they got to just take belief from that they can cause problems from set pieces at the moment, and that's what they're doing. They've started the second half much better.
Okay, Clinton, for now, thank you.
The start that Arsenal fans didn't want, but how good was that goal?
It's brilliant from Dembele, but it's brilliant from PSG. They just break Arsenal's press, and they were doing that against Aston Villa. And Kvaratskhelia gets the ball. Dembele starts it, plays it to Kvaratskhelia on the left-hand side. He does ever so well. He runs at Timber. Can he pick someone out? Yes, he can. Picks out Dembele, and Dembele just drills it from the edge of the box right into the bottom corner. That kind of comes in off the far post and goes in. It's a brilliant finish from Dembele.
Nobody's closing him down.
No one's. I don't understand how he starts it, and he's the centre forward, but he doesn't play as a centre forward. So that's where someone like Saliba or Kivior has to go. But it's a brilliant start from PSG, and this is what they did to Aston Villa in the first leg.
And that was the big question, wasn't it? Saliba has, as you mentioned, had a few wobbles this season, and the way that Dembele plays, he might not find himself. Saliba might not find him in places he expects him to be, which is right there, putting Arsenal, a goal down.
You're spot on, Gail, because what he doesn't do, he don't want to play up against the centre halves because he's more of a winger. So he drops into pockets and plays as a false nine. But then if Kivior or Saliba's not going to pick him up, it's got to be one of Declan Rice or Marino.
Well,
that's why they miss Partey.
That was exactly my point.
Yeah.
That is where that dynamic in midfield and Partey not being there when they drop to pick up on the midfield. How do Arsenal respond to this in terms of keeping the composure? They would have planned for things like this because you can always go one down in a game.
Yeah, of course they can, but they got still. The game plan doesn't change. It doesn't change at all. It's only 5 minutes gone. There's still a long way to go. Remember, this is only the first leg. They've got the second leg to come, but they'll need to score a goal, and they just got to settle it down now. There might be a few nerves, but credit to PSG. They've started brilliant, right on the front foot.